Na-monitor ng Information and Communications Technology Department o DICT ang pag-dump sa dark web ng COVID-19 data mula Pilipinas at India. Kaugnay niyan, makakausap natin via Zoom si DICT Assistant Secretary Aboy Paraiso. ASEC Paraiso, magandang gabi po sa inyo. ASEC, mukhang mute, naka-mute.
Ayan nga.
Ayan,
Magandang
okay.
gabi ho, Ma'am Pia, sa inyong ho, at saka sa inyong mga tagapanood at tagapakinig po.
Okay. Well, ASEC, I remember, middle of 2021, July, August, nagsasubmit po tayo lahat. For example, ako yung nagsubmit para sa my family, my immediate family and household, no? So, the information that we submitted, for example, was, of course, name, address, cell phone, landline, email address, birthday, etc. Are we saying na lahat po yon, lahat ng sinabmit namin, yung sa amin kasi Moderna, no? Lahat ng yan, syempre, na i-forward na ng DOH and the private organizations, the WHO. So lahat ng info na yan, yun yung na-leak.
We cannot say for a certainty, Ma'am Pia, if all those informations were the ones that were leaked or were extracted from the WHO websites. What we can ascertain is there were some in the database or the data dump that was done. Certain informations lang po ang na in-expose or binahagi ng mga nag-dump na yon. But we can ascertain if these data were part of the COVID-19 data that we have submitted, as you have said. It might be possible that all these informations now would be in the hands of whoever infiltrated the WHO website.
Yeah. When you say certain information, like what exactly?
Mga we from the reports of CertPH, the very limited information lang ho, parang pangalan, edad, at saka parang I don't know if there were addresses or phone numbers that were dumped in various platforms in dark web.
Mm-hmm. So we don't know kung lahat ng nagpa-vaccinate dito sa Pilipinas, yung info nila, nating lahat, kasama doon. So we're not sure exactly the extent.
We're not sure exactly. You have to understand very limited ho ang pwedeng gawin ng DICT dito because WHO is an international organization which we have no jurisdiction over.
Right.
So ang ginawa ho natin is nakipag-ugnayan tayo even with the our DOH already communicated with the WHO and they have responded, and we have really, all of us have to await the report of the WHO as to the extent of the data breach that just happened.
So how can the DICT help in this regard?
The DIC, again, although very limited, we can only assure the public, or we can advise the public of, kasi we have to understand that the data breach and the data gathering is one part of the problem. The other part of the equation is how to use that data. So we really are actively advising the public to mitigate the effects of that data breach. So parati ho natin sinasabi, again, paulit-ulit na nga lang ho na we have to we have to make it a habit to adopt strong passwords, avoid using yung mga personal data natin as passwords, then adopt a multi-factor authentication system, adopt various passwords in various at pinaka-importante ho, Ma'am Pia, is kasi yung mga data natin na kukuha na ganyan with our names and phone numbers, these are used by scammers now to send out various messages that would have links on them that would direct you to websites that could be harmful or could extract more data. This could be phishing websites or scam websites. So yun ho, parati natin pinapaalala.
Well, matagal nang
the effects.
Yes, matagal nang marami naman sa atin nakakatanggap ng kung ano-anong mga text messages sa mga cellphones natin, and we have always been advised and told na do not click on any of these links because we don't know where they're from. At the same time, ang daming kanina lang, mga tumatawag sa akin, mga numbers from abroad, international numbers na hindi mo talaga kilala, maraming ganoon. No? But I remember, ASEC Paraiso, na one of the things that we were assured of when we were submitting our data for all this vaccination was that these data would be well taken care of. No? But apparently that's not the case.
Well, to be fair naman ho sa DOH, I think they adopted certain measures that would ensure the security of the data that we provided them. Nakakalungkot lang, or what is unfortunate in what happened is this is an international organization, which highlights the fact that hacking, infiltration, data gathering, or data extraction is not isolated to the Philippines. It's a worldwide phenomenon. It's a worldwide. We can equate it to a pandemic already when it comes to yung hacking incidents na at saka cybersecurity incidents na po ito, Ma'am Pia.
A hacking pandemic, worse than the COVID-19 pandemic. So yung, I was about to ask you, ano kaya yung motive ng mga yan? Ganina may nabanggit kayo, no? I mean, they sell this data. This is something that people would pay for. And we're all aware because, we all get mysterious messages, no? Kung saan-saan na lang galing.
Opo. Some of them would be for legitimate purposes. These are used by marketers. Some of them by telemarketers,
Legitimate
advertising
ba yun?
firms. But some of them more scrupulous.
Legitimate at parang weird. Legitimate for telemarketers?
Some of them kasi parang you get yung parang these data are used for data gathering purposes. Legitimate. Yung purpose so legitimate. The way they get the data might be shady, but again, they are used for legitimate
The way they get the
purposes.
data is shady. Yeah, you get all sorts of text offers or through WhatsApp, real estate properties,
Yung
etc.
OTT.
No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sa OTTS ho natin kung tawagan, which are called over-the-top services, which are like Viber, messengers. So
Okay. What else do you think is going to happen in the next few days? What else will we discover, you think? What should we expect?
well, we're hoping that we get a report from the WHO as to the extent of known data, so we can at least foresee what the data breach would necessarily be used for, and how to mitigate these yung effects. So yung pwede natin gawin ho ngayon, Ma'am Pia, is to really mitigate kasi nangyari na ho eh.
Yes.
So how to prevent further scams from happening, how to mitigate the damage that was caused by that breach. So you and I and most of the public are very vigilant on what the WHO report would be.
Okay. So I guess you would be advising, as you did already earlier, magpalit na tayo ng mga password, no, just to be sure.
At saka let's make it a habit na the best practices is like every 3 to 6 months.
Yes, every 3 to 6
we try to change our passwords.
Right. The banks do that. The Security Bank, for example, they tell you it's, every 3 months. That's true. Maraming salamat sa iyo, DICT Assistant Secretary Aboy Paraiso. Thank you, sir.